Hello, welcome all to VD Racing League, and today it is round 4. It's time for qualifying today, and we're qualifying first, and let's see what these drivers can now do. I think we have around about, 13 drivers in today, so let's see who can go for pole position. And please, if you also please put down your qualifying predictions as well. We'll read them out and see if I can be right. I think for my own qualifying predictions, I think I'm going to go. Remus, sorry, no, Nilu did get pole yesterday, so I'm gonna stick, I think Nilu's, and I'm gonna stick with Nilu, and then I'm gonna go Remus. I'm gonna go for a bold one. I'm gonna go Martin. I think Martin might have a chance today, as the session clock will click down. Yeah, Mexico City can be challenging for tire wear. It is 36 laps for the main Grand Prix. As you can see, all the fans gathering up for this wonderful qualifying session with the F126 cars. Battery management around here is also going to be a challenge, but it is also going to be brutal as well and mandatory if you are going to get pole position, because you can really lose all your battery even before the start of the third sector. I'll even say I think it's called the S's from turn 7 to turn 11. From then onwards, your battery can go down, so it is going to be really questionable for these drivers. As now qualifying does start, so you can see all the 13 drivers now. The timer now does tick down for now the drivers to put on the setups, to put on the soft compound tire, and the amount of fuel to see if they can put a lap time through. Agent has retired, so he would have had a qualifying ban. As a moment as we get through, I'm going to run you through the standings for today, Saturday. I would say last week out, but we did not have Imola sadly last week. You did not see the stream. So there was no stream at all. It was due to the hot weather that we experienced in Europe, so we do apologise for not having the stream. Oh, it is now round 4 at Mexico, so let's have a room to see the standings. OT is leading, but I don't think he's in the session today, as Albert retires as well, so he would have had a qualifying back as well. So, and Bradley leads in P2. He's currently in the session as well, so he will have a good chance. Wazza is in P3. Again, he's currently on circuit as well. Dale is a real another chance as well. Ruben is another one. He's in P4. He's in the session for today, so that is a shame for him. Toro is in P5. I kind of like him. And he's currently in 13th. I don't know if he's going from another last to first. We got NYC Gaming. I don't think he's currently in the session, which is a shame. But here it comes from Martin. Now we'll go to the constructors after Martin finishes the lap. So here we go, onto the main straight now. It usually is a difficult one to go through. When you go up to turn 1, it goes very long. It's the longest ride to turn 1 on the calendar, the F1 calendar. Then you go into turn 2 and 3 now. You don't want to go too wide, because if you go too wide, you can forget and invalidate the ramp. But Martin does really well here. See, just use the battery now here. Again, you don't want to go too fast along here. You did get a bit of rumble against the curb. Again, with this corner, you don't want to kind of go too wide as well. It gives you well the crossover as well. Music now going to turn 7. It's a bit slower than usual. A lot of people usually do. Here, it is really easy to lose the rear of the car. There is easy to invalidate. Look, it hasn't. This is what I mean. Quickly, there you go. Battery is down to 0 before you even get to turn 12. That is going to be an issue for a lot of these drivers now, but here you can really build it up. And it's a shame that you have to build it up here. Here we go. Now into around about the second to last corner now. Going down into the last corner, I think Martin now. He's going to set a back mark, and it's going to be a 1:16.7. as well done to Martin, but here comes Neely now. Neely, who did get pole position yesterday, today at Friday, but can they do the same for today Saturday? He does 1:51. He's around about 1.6 seconds faster than Martin. Quite a statement, but we've still got other drivers still caught now. Cross with the two Aston Martins. So now they've gone through it. I will quickly run through the constructors. Racing Bulls are leading. We have got, I think, just one, and we've got two today. We have a flag again. Actually, I think that's one of the drivers I've actually, and I would say, now Connor Cross now goes quicker. Is a 1:14.9. Gone into the 1:14s. Bradley, Aston Martins are really doing really well. Bradley goes to second with a 1:51. Another drivers now setting hot size. Weather goes to P4, Nico Sen goes to P5, Brendan goes to P6, but Darius is in P8. To be fair, Darius and Martin, they are quite close to getting a real fight into turn 1. It will be expected. You see now, Moto is really using the track limits to his advantage here. They did have to really brake a little harder there into turn, in the exit of turn 13. Exit of turn 12, that's my apology. Here comes Moto, let's see what he can do. He's going to cross the line, and it's 6 for him, roll 1 to 116. Not bad from Moto. But now we have Remus is going to out for an outlap. So I think that's most of the drivers now set at that time. We're still going to wait for Remus and Torres. I think Torres come from last at first. As we do that, I'm going to go through the constructors for you. As I previously mentioned, Racing Bulls is currently leading the way by only 2 points. Cadillac is in P2. Martin is in P8 currently, and Torres is in P13. So we're going to have some fight with them to try and see if we can catch up Racing Bulls. Martin are currently P3 in the constructor standings. Again, they're not far away. They're 3 points behind the Racing Bulls. That is really going to see where they can do so. 12 minutes to go on the clock. Red Bull is 4th. They are actually currently the constructors champions for VDRL. Remus did have a bit of a snap there, Remus. You will have to try and find that time. It does say purple sector 1. I'm not too sure if it's still a glitch or not from the mini experience. Sometimes even if you do get purple sector 1, sometimes or even purple sector 2, sometimes you might not even get all, but it's one of those. Again, you can even see Remus. He's already gone to 0 battery, even before entering, and he invalidates his lap. Going to be frustrated with that, because that seems to be a soft contact tyre wasted for him. Drivers that are currently to improve, Moto, I think he's looking to improve. So is Martin, he's in P8, he will be looking for Cadillac. All of these drivers will now be looking for time to improve. Okay, and he has purple sector 1. So he's gone quicker. This is the time where I'm thinking he's gone wide. I don't think he's invalidated, and he's gone slow, so I think he's backed out of that, I'm afraid. Now, here comes Martin now, onto the second to last corner now. Any drivers now just seem to go on an outlap. Bradley thinks it's going fast with 10 minutes to go, so they're going to get their second runs in. And here comes Martin now. Let's see if he can go to a cruise on his sector 1 time. Will he be up? Will he be down? That is going to be the question now. Second run now, Martin goes into turn 1, really uses all the circle. You want to be careful with the sausage curve there. End with there, you can see the curve, still flat, and it's not as dangerous as sometimes it can be in Silverstone in the old games. There we go now. Is Martin, he's up by 2 tenths. It's only gone about 2 tenths. It'll be an improvement, but I think it's still keeping P8, so he's still got a lot of time to still try and find. And you can see using all the circuit there. It really is. Both Aston Martins have gone out, so they think they can improve. Well, 1:14.9. Oh, I don't think he can improve. I bet we can improve from 15.1, but here comes now Martin. is not invalid. I know it has invalidated it. Again, you can see how easy it is from turn 7 to turn 11. And how easy it just is just to lose the lap time. That's why it is key to set a benchmark. It's just bad easy just to lose the car, lose the rig, go off circuit. That time is deleted. It's gone. I don't know if Montomoto's going for a quick one. I think he is. Yeah, he is. He is up higher 10th. I think a 10th will get him maybe P5. But this will be great for him. He stays in the pits. Remus. And Toro has come out. But he thinks he's going to he's not going to start last. Motomoto goes into the pit, so he didn't improve much on his lap time. No, Honocross, let's see if he can improve his lap time. He's already done a tremendous lap time. He's already 2/10 out of pole position. He's already 2/10 up from Bradley. So that's going to see if he can improve it a lot further. I think it might surprise if he does manage to give him the tenths of improvement. It might be the 1,000s. Second's coming across. There you go. He's only up by 3,000ths of a second. That shows you that it can be tight into sector 1. He's already set a tremendous lap time across, and I have a feeling that he might not improve as much as he really hoped for. We might not see the times going to the 113 minutes, but we might do. Torres go back into the pits. He's a perfect line. He really does it really perfect again. He's gone really right on the edge. That you can think he might have to be looked at, but I don't know for track limits. No, going on to Bradley, so I don't know if Cross improved. I think he did. I think he's slowing down. I think he's going into the pits here. He has. So I don't think he's improved. So that might have been a soft compound tire wasted. He is. So it's a shame for him. There are multiple laps to go. So coming through. Nearly is going to resist for fifth. I think it's still as you were. No one's going quicker, which is a nice surprise. Martin's gone out yet again. I don't think he found enough time and then decided to bail out of it. He did invalidate his lap. Now here comes Nilo. Let's see if he's up in the sector 1 time. He is again, not by much. So it looks like about your pole position might be around about going to be in your 114s. So this is going to be interesting to see if they can go even quicker. Then he goes on to the bit of the grass, as you can see on his left front tank. Nearly now, he doesn't invalidate, he gets lucky, he will lick the steering wheel. Pretty much goes into turn 8, turn 7 to turn 11. And it is he wants to ride the line with the white line, luckily there, he's on the outside of the curb. So the inside, so that's a lucky again. But really nice, goes into sector 3. We're going to apply the battery now, it's totally right, and it's going to be Paul, he's at provisional 45, and with a 114.9. I think it's actually 114.98, so that is quite some lap to beat Conor Cross. So Conor Cross now is going to have to try and find even more time. So will Bradley now, because he's going down to P3. This is a good move from Mercedes. It's also a good, needs to be another good improvement from Master Martin. Martin is not up by a lot, he's only up by a margin, he's up by a couple of thousandths. So he still needs to find a lot more time if he wants to improve on P9. Torre again is on another out lap. I don't know if he's wasting his softs or trying to build even more experience with the circuit. Limits, as I previously mentioned, can be difficult. I think Martin might have invalidated his lap there, I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's a bit of a rumble there, you can see his car is shaking a little bit, I'm not too sure what happened there. Here comes Moto now, in the Alpine, in the Alpine, Remus is in the Alpine as well. This is going to be a big stage at this stage of the calendar. All these drivers, we only got 13. You get points for everything, but whoever has more teammates, the constructors, they more than likely will win the constructors, because half the time you can see people, teams like Mercedes. I think, oh no, sorry, Moto improved for a 15.5. He's still about 4 tenths of me that time. Let's see now if he can kind of cross. Let's see if he can improve. He is, but not by much. This is what I mean. He's about. Oh, he's gone wide. And I think this is around about the time where he's going to go into the pits and try. But I'm hopefully a fresh set of soft-compiled tyres if he's not already used all 3 up. Shame for him. All drivers now will be heading back into the pit lane. I think Remus might be looking to actually find a lap time. He's still yet to find one. So is Toro. Agent and Albert, they both had a retirement in the pit lane due to qualifying bans. So those of you two did have a qualifying ban. Current leader of the championship, Boti, he's not in the session, so he will not find improvements on his standing, so there might be a new leader. Which we more than likely probably will be. Remus now starts his lap. Let's see, let's hope he doesn't invalidate it, because by the time that he gets round, there might not be enough time to actually start the lap. He's got to get around this time, and he's going to have to get around yet again. We've got to hope they've managed to get the fuel right. Gets onto the curb, and goes really onto the curb there, Remus. Remus is usually kind of faster. He's usually around about P5, usually in top 5 in qualifying, so he's the one to look out for. He'll flag further back, that'll be from a slow car. I think it's coming from one of the Ferraris. And the Audi's here today, which is a surprise. Just watch the battery. Watch how the battery just leads in this arm. Even before he even gets into turn 11, you can already see that he's just the battery is just depleted, and then he's building up here. Because to me here, there's no point putting it on none throughout the lap. It really is, and he's going to be a lot more braver with Lyco. Here comes Remus now. Is it going to be? It is going to be pole. It's a 1:14.966. But he's gone quick with the one lap he's done. Then he's quite escaping from the Alpine driver. At the first part, you would think that the Aston Martins were going to run away, but then nearly the other comes around to steals it by 6,000. Sorry, yeah, 6,000 of a second. Remus now takes it again. Oh, sorry, he did 2000s. Oh, so, yeah, no, he did 200s. Sorry, that's my bad. He's come out on that lap. I don't think he's going to look. I think he's going to think. Obviously, these drivers now are on that lap, so they have their full 13 grid. It'll be about 11 was off. Remus can go again, but he's all depending if he's getting fuel or if he shakes this car. Or if he's warming up his tyres. I don't know if he's up anytime soon. He is going to go slow. He won't. He is still on the racing line. Obviously, not a lot of these drivers are going to go on a racing lap properly yet. Remus, he's going to go. He's going to go again. I don't know if his tyre is going to be not huge right now, so he's going to think he's going to go again. Getting pole, taking provisional pole. All these drivers, I think they will just about make it to the line. Nilu, I think will. Martin, I think he will. I think he's currently up near around the last. He's up in the last sector. Nilu, he's made it to the line, so he's fine. Martin. He is down, so I don't think he's not going to make a huge improvement, but you can see his tyres, they are slipping shortly away from him. Martin, he's pitted. Remus, that's the end of his qualifying lap for him. That is going to be the same for Martin, he's pitted, so he's going to start P10 for him. That's a shame for him on my qualifying predictions. Let's see what the other drivers can do. I think he's gone into the pits, so that's a shame for him. As he's does up into P5, so that's good enough time for him. You can see that Remus going out the way. I think it's with Aston Martin. I don't know if he had a huge snap mess. Oh no, sorry, it's in the Cadillac. That is Toro. The driver's not finishing. Bradley, he stayed in P4. Moto is going into P6. Nico Son's going to P7. Toro, he's got a lot of He's P5, Toro. They continue now. P2. Let's see if he can get 140. If he does get 148. My goodness, it is close to the top 3. Oh, Conor Cross is going even quicker. I don't think Darius is going to set a quicker lap time either. But my goodness, Neelu, as much as I thought he would, that is good lap for him. Yes, I don't think he still gets to set lap time as Darius goes into the pits. We're waiting for Conor Cross. See what lap time he will set. I think he's going slow. I don't think he'll get an improvement. Which is a shame for him because he had a really hard time. No, he doesn't. He stays P3 as per usual. But that is your qualifying done, ladies and gentlemen. That is, my goodness, that is a mighty lap from Neelu. It really is 2 for 2 for pole positions around Mexico. It really is. Quite some master around here, Mexico, in the F1 26 cars. Nearly is your pole position, followed by Remus in P2. Conor Cross at P3, Bradley in P4. Again, was quite some strong lap from Bradley, within around about 2/10 for the top 4. Torres P5, Wes is P6, Moto is P7, Nicholson is P8, Darius P9. Brendan P10, Martin P11, and Agent and Albert, they didn't get a lap time in due to qualifying bans. That is your qualifying done. Okay, I think it looks like dry skies from now on, so we will have a dry start. As the drivers will now put on their strategies. They're getting the mind on when to pit, what tyres they need to start on. I think it'll be a mixture of hard and mediums for the start. I think it'll be a bit bold to go on the softs. It is a 2-stopper, so we have 3 different. You will see 2 times the drivers will pit. So we might see. So the pit window will open around about lap 11, maybe even lap 10. Those early pitters, you will probably might have some lap 1 incidents. So you might see some people pitting in to replace a front wing, or because front wing, it can be a huge thing, because downforce around here can be a huge thing. Because if you lose your front wing, half of your front wing, you're easily to go off the circuit. In the S's, we have got a ready up, and I think that's someone who is not too sure. Oh my God. Now here we go. We go for the lines. Let's see if Neelu can convert. Hold position into a win. Here you go. Lights out and away these drivers go. There you go. You can see the lap time. The tyre compound, it is between a medium. Martin, he's got slow off the line, so he's gone backwards. I don't know where Martin's gone. He's 5.7 seconds up the line. Nearly no, he stays in the lead. Remus was in the lead from Conor Cross, he's dropped. No, Conor Cross hasn't dropped. So he's near enough eyes that you were to be in the top 5. There you go. That is your tyre strategy. Zero fight by the back. That is Martin. He's stopped on circuit. Shame for him. He was around about that. He was P10. It was qualifying, but he is currently down. It's a shame for him. Moto goes into P9. He's going to make more improvements now. Martin has now gone underway now again. Up 3 still as you were, but he is building that lead. It is still about 8 tenths. Bradley gets on his teammate now. First, Aston Martin switching positions. They really do. They need to chase. They really need to chase both Remus and Neelu. He's working together. Toro manages to get the move from Conor Cross as well, so he's moved into P4. This is your lap 1 down. Neelu leading the pack. Please also do, if you can, please put down your race predictions. I will read them out. I know we are underway, but please put them down as well. Brendan now makes the move on Moto, so that's the move done for the V-Carb. That is good for him. The other V-Carb, well, he's coming into P6, so this could be good news for the V-Carb. Remus is keeping the distance between him and Nilu quite steady. The gap Martin is into the pits. That's a shame for him. I think he might have ring damage. I'm not too sure what happened to him. Yukoso makes the move on thinking there's a yellow flag further back. And that's a driver gone off. That's Martin. I can't tumbling down, and I thought that was thingy, but no, that was just sadly that is Martin retiring. Well, let's see now. The gap between the top 1 and 2 is still quite the same. It's surprising that Nilo is keeping Remus behind, or if Remus is just pushing. I don't know. That seems like he's pushing, he's not gaining the time. Supposed to move back onto Brendan. Oh, we did have a spinner. It's my fault. It's Blaze. He was out. He went from P6 now onto P12. That's a shame for him. That round you can see now it is. We did count the timetables on from the leader, but you can see now they are close together. Maybe top 4, maybe not. Top 6, they're really close together. Then now there's the move. Each of these move on Dallas, Alec Laval. That is usually a good game in the office. Only at P10 to 11. We can really have a celebration to tonight. Not well, this is right. He's still further back to make the move on this. I don't think they would have been in the move anyway on that. Across is your first person to pick up the time penalty on lap 3, so that's going to be an issue for him. He's only picked up on lap 3. He's pushing. Let me pick up exactly slow. Although Agent does the exact same thing. Usually will pick up the time penalty. I'm going to make the same goal. This is real shame for 3 of them. Remus has gone a bit quickly. There's 2 tenths. Continue. Happy again. You might have overtake, but so will one of these other drivers behind you. Ahead of him. Really, it is going to be it's a DRS train. It's not, it'll be an overtake train. If it's dribbled anyway, yeah, if you it's overtake. I want to get it for a full lap. Now around here, that'd be a bit useful, but a lot useful on the main straight. Oh, hey, you can see how this battery is getting over the back. Even though Venus will have it as well on here. Okay, stupid lunge into turn 12. He's going to keep it nice and simple for him, but he is gaining. Really is. You can see that. Oh! Loses the rear. That is going to be an issue for the defense. All these drivers are going to have to manage power, and they're going to have to manage throttle. Each lap they go, they're going to have to take a little bit of throttle to pick it out. It's hard to just do what they usually do on that one. I think if Bradman is still further back into turn 1, so is Remus, because he looks on the inside of Halo as well. I mean, he's still further back. The Russian Toro now is hands down. If the people like Toro can pick one, it's so can other drivers as well. That's going to be one to look out for, because a lot of these time penalties can decide. Pit lane strategies, also. Strategies, it's a good day around here. Because if Nilo picks first, that really should be like some Remus like and maybe Toro to pit. The actual trip. To Bradley pits, that means Toro behind him in the right. So Remus and Nilo will have to react on that later. Toro is falling back. The Connor Cross is making a move on him and decided to miss that. But Toro, I don't know if he's dropped. can see they are close to the top three. They are, I know they're within a second, but this is really close to the top three. It really is. Two winners and just losing the rear. Again, one lap 16 space cannot be this game. I know it's the medium type. Toro's good in the space. He's having got inside of these tires. That's a shame for him. I know the mediums can be hard for going for only 5 laps. It doesn't seem a really good precedent for the soft compound tyre. I think Toro, as much as I would say that a one stop might be doable around here with tyre wear, especially with the rears, it's just not. Nicholson has reacted to that as well, so he's going to this as well. Reacted to Toro pitting. That has gone to Moto to P5, Benjamin to P6, Albert to P7, David 8, President to P9 after his spin. Earl to produce pitted, to produce sample with DNF. And to P13. So here comes the Bradley now. He's getting closer now. He's behind. These medium compound tyres, I think they might be about 10 or 11 if you could see how at start from. Strategy is got to close the Toro and Nicholson. They decided to do Albert puts a time penalty in the middle of the but it was Robin Knight. So he's still I don't know. I would say the Jason Chris Lewis. Yeah, Jason Lewis going to turn 1. Frank Remus is still here, he's got he's going to really push Remus to the inside, and that was moved on for Bradley to P2. I might be able to keep it or not, because I think Remus might be looking to find back. One of these two fires is really going to help Newell. Right now we'll be thinking on the fire, we need to think of strategy, but Bradley, with a new game, with new parts, is being really competitive. He's competitive in the dribbling, he is competitive. Competitive back to as well. Just so we didn't see the drivers race around Emma, so I don't know how much to do about that. But Bradley, he really has turned into a new like the first time penalty. 6 drivers have currently got a time penalty. That one might will go up as well as Toro got 10-second penalty. It's not a stranger to pick one of those up, but Bradley, you can see the difference between the medium and the hard compound tyre. The medium compound tyre is really just dropped off of the lap 5. At this stage, they are just stable, they're just trying to survive. It is a matter of these drivers just surviving. He's now out of the top of the Nicholson makes it even balance. Asian makes it even more Toro Brendan's gone. I think Brendan's unfortunately got spam through the pits. If he's got onto a second, I think he's got the high compensators coming less than lap 8. And you can see now how the difference is between these. He's getting even closer as we do this in I hope we continue going into turn 12. I know it's a bit of a most of these. We'll be taking to come into after turn 1, which is turn he's making moves on to P7. We won't have to pay the game out. We need to what last to Bradley is about 210 back. Nicholson needs to move on from Mesler. And then he did hit. Now Toro, here he goes now. Back to He's going to be brave on the brake. It's going to be it's going to be a switch back. I believe it. He's going to go for another one. Just the career. Unreal, but still really at the hand. It's always going to allow it. Really close to Steve. This move now. Maybe something to do with Asian, so he's getting closer and closer to Toro. He's really not looking for Toro. More quickly, he's getting closer and closer. go. It's the move that we're hoping for. Again, a flat turn around. That is into turn 5. It's going to play that with. You can see it going quite the reds. They're going side by side. It is going to go wrong. It made it first block. That shit to go on. To back out. Again, Bradley needs to be right for him. There you go, into service into movement. Oh, that's away on the relative to the new pass to my fire. Up and seems to be the way. He's looking at left, he's going right, Bradley, he's going to go. It goes deep. See, Neely's going to steal the lead. Oh, goodness. The main move is really interesting. He's got up to the first and second. It is a matter of using to develop pit strategy here. Remus is catching because as these two are battling, it's allowing Remus to watch this. But Remus is having a good out. Oh! And Bradley touched the inside into the side now. Really winning. That is contact between the two of the foot. His arm left was the ground through. And Bradley big looking on for Remus when he's still trying to do the move. Here comes Bradley now. We're going to go side by side. They make real contact, they're well banging, going into turn 12 now. The backside is smart, wild choice. But I think that this fight really is really going to lead. It's going to be one of them fenceless. Because Neely is still in the lead. There you go. As I said, that Bradley's going to make the move now. Okay, Remus is still going to look behind, still going to sniff. He's got the overtakes, and Neely, I don't think he will. But Neely, he's still looking for this battle. They're looking for the fight to be turn 1. They're really not giving up. They need up. Why? Remus locks up. Neely, he's really losing. He's going to lose it. He's still in P2. Surprise. Conor Rossi's going to look for this. He's going to look for Honda. He's going to look for moves. No, he doesn't. He stays behind. It's a nice move. But the top 4 are close together. He's the closest person to this pack is Moto. He's 2.5 seconds behind. So it is still a good day for the aftermarket and the Alpine. Good for the both of them. Both constructors, but my goodness, for the viewers here at home. Ooh, a bit of a wheel thing. I think it's really there. Conor Cross picks up a 3-second time out. So I think that's his second one. And we're only on lap 11. Shame from the Aston Martin driver. So far, I think we've only got around about 6 drivers who've not paid up a penalty, and that's out of 12. So it's half the grid to the time penalty, which is a real shame. Now we're going straight. There you go. You can see the difference. Neely's already backed off. Got 1.4. Here you go, side by side between Remus and Gross. Remus goes, thing is, oh, but a lock up from the Mercedes there. I don't know if that really hindered, much hinder Remus there of the battle with Conor Cross. But with these 3 fighting, there you go, you can see even his difference. He's gonna go on the outside. They're gonna wheel bang. They're still gonna fight it, but here comes Conor Cross is gonna get ahead. But they're still going side by side. They're gonna go to the fast part. And no, Remus backs out. It is now Moto to still kind of catch up. So if I were Remus now, I will play the teammate game. It's kind of a huge good part to kind of allow Moto to pick up another part. That's 16, 15. I'm not too sure, but obviously we will have time penalties when the pits start to go. Neely is really dropping, so around about the pit where he's not open for a lot of these drivers have decided not to pit. Starting lap 13. Of course, he's looking in the move at Neely. He's going to have to try and make these moves now if he wants to kind of make it. It goes a long way and he manages to do it quite beautifully with no contact with now. We're at 2 places now. This one has a different cars with him. We'll be playing a lot of time management. Darius is going to get some moves. He's going to kick off the tyre strategies. The strategies now will be wondering, is it time to pit? Actually, you can see he's really back something now. He's going to drop, he might even look, but he's going to be in the Q4 position. He mentioned he's still out because Nunes is really on the behind. What is control? Marcus is over ahead. 2 seconds. Mr. Martin, a bit of breathing room now. That's a yellow flag further back. That, I think, is Toro. He's sprung. Cadillac is really not on a great day. It looks like he's scorched the grass. He's just gone wide. Looking for it. He's you can see it. He's really not doing well with tire strategy. The person who's using the tire risk for him is not of the surface to come. He's not doing well. He's going to P7. Good start P5. He's down to P7. Bit of a lucky cut from Nilo. Again, as much of it's so, sometimes Nunes gets past the medium from on top. It's like he's around a lot of things on cars this time. The shape of the that's both Cadillac's gone. First retirement, the entire car that followed to the Saturday, Friday and Sunday, that is the first retirement. Taro, that is a shame for him, it's a shame for both the players. I think they have 2 different issues, and that's what I've heard. Martin has a real issue with Taro, just gave up over science. I think he's not motivated as a character as well. I think that's still what he's that's 5. So he's joined the list of little penalties. But he was pretty not early. I think that's a new. Well, that's starting out for the team. There you go, the medium tires now. They can't they lost the 13 laps. So I think Venus was always going to follow Nilo. They're going to follow the team. They race strategy. Oh, stop from Nilo. Is it going to be a quicker stop from Remus? No, it's not. Remus stays behind. Nilo comes out into P5. Remus comes out into P6. They are going to look hungry into turn 1. It is 40 seconds ahead of the field. I think if Aston Martin really want to call the pin of a double stop, as much as he's left out to the so he is going to pass him to which is not. The closest gap now for fight is going to be between P6 and P5. It's going to the net P3 and P4. Both wouldn't say how come on time to start from he'll go from it to around about 4 minutes. I don't know. Moto makes the move from Conor Cresswell. He's gone into the pit, so he's been in the Aston Martin. I think Conor Cresswell just managed to ease this time. I think Conor Cresswell now is now looking a little soft defense towards the end. Maybe into the mediums. I'm not too sure. I think Conor Cresswell is trying to take his wings now on Nilo. He's going to lose. No, he's not. It's a lot early. As you can see the different lines going into pits. Those were still quite a supercar, yes, so that is good for us. We have 2 retirements and our couple of spins, or offs, but we are lucky to have no huge incidents. VD Racing League Mexico City. Williams still ahead. Everyone looks. Arthur and Mercedes. 2 different engines. But not, you can see that they're still close together. Lucas and picks up the penalty. Up is now coming to the pits. Let's see. Only August will see now a Moto piece of the out and no he hasn't. Moto stay down. Now he will stay ahead. Yes, he is. He's coming out the pit lane now. So I think he might stay ahead. He's going to stay ahead of Connor Cross, which he does. Oh. And that leader, that is in P3. Not good for him. Now, as much as he's not going to have to push as much. Nilo. Isn't that good? Oh my god. You would not expect that he's going to go like that. When Connor Cross was far ahead. When Nilo was just following that was far. But now, I think it's just an issue now. I think Nilo and Nunes, they're going to be quicker in the second skin. Obviously, Bradley was quicker in the first skin. Nilo was okay. Now he's got the wonderful by time. Seems to be the best time. He didn't have overtake, but he will be in this next lap. I'm not too sure. I suspect he's coming up with Greenwood. Neil is in 1.1. He's not, there you go. He's not going to get overtake on the cross. He's going to leave it. So switch to Remus probably now. Nicholson is obviously decided to hit with me. Trying to get it the first time. I mean, assuming Nicholson might not fight it as much, and I don't think he will. He's not. I don't need to move quickly nice and strong. He compounds. He's going to choose it like quickly up. He's usually. This is to make the move first. You can see Nicholson's on the line. You see that he's not expecting to break a lot earlier. I mean, what a counter that. So the lead. The hearts the compound tires. No, Remus is still on the back. That's a yellow flag there. That is Nicholson. As I said before, he's not expected to break a lot of. He's on the gas. He's going to have to go slow. He's dropped back. That's like Connor Cross into P3. This is going to be a real fight. He's going to get the closing position. Automotive is still yet to quit, ladies and gentlemen. I know he's still got other thingy. Bradley is going quick. He's going over 117 levels. Quite a lot of time from. What's Needles on the show? His closing position. Nicholson is speeding in the pit lane. I know the position of the pit lane. No, I think Remus is looking at him. He's cut the corner. So he's going to have to get that back up, obviously still behind of Neil and Connor Cross. But this is going to be an interesting battle now. Who's going to get pole? Sorry, third position. Bradley is in a world of his own. And then he's taking over P6 from Nicholson, but obviously Nicholson's not that. Nicholson's going for another set of hard compound tyres. I have a feeling that he might go to the end. Automotive is just slightly dropping. Albert makes the move on Agent, so that's move from P9. Agent now makes the move again. That is a good move from Agent and Albert. They're swapping and constantly swapping. Remus now picks up penalty as well, as you did see that he did cut the corner into turn 1. Nicholson then makes the move on Brendan. Wesley makes the move on Brendan as well. It's not looking good for the V-Caps. Alba makes the move on Darius. Wesley picks up a penalty as well. So you've only got 3 drivers yet to have a penalty. There's Bradley. Currently, I would say your net leader. Actually, it is your net leader because Automotive is still yet to pit. He's managed to go 19 laps in these high compound tyres. So he has managed to have a setup that he's managed to get these tyres. With managing those tyres, he's not finding a lot of issues with those tyres, so he might. So ladies and gentlemen, look at Automotive to see if he can do a 1-stop. Agent picks up a penalty as well. So it's Brendan now visits the pits as well. There's still, I think, around about 3 drivers that have yet to still pick up a penalty as we go on to lap, as we are on lap 20, about to go on to lap 21, 36. Still got another hit on that pick. Now Darius Remus picks up a penalty as well. So now there's only 2 drivers that are yet to pick up a penalty. It's Bradley and Moon. P2 and P1. That gap between P1 and P2 is dropping. Just got under 4 seconds. Flag in front turn 5 is Lucas. I think that's 2 off. Lucas on the way off. I think it's another Ferrari. It's not Audi now. I do apologise. If you were an Audi, I apologise to Audi. There you go. Conor Cross makes it move, so I think Nino managed to get the run to take the well. Of course, managed to make the move, but Conor Cross is going to be left defensive. There goes Nilo onto the right. I'm surprised that Remus is not good enough to go to. Nope, still got a bit of contact. You can see that carbon fiber kicked up a little bit. You can see it again. There you go. I think the Mercedes just edges out. Remus is going to look on the move on Conor Cross, but so Conor Cross now has to play a defensive game and he drops down to P5. Conor Cross. Cross has lost about 2 positions in 1 lap. He's going to get some bits for another penalty. That's a real shame for him. Penalties, as I said, are a huge thing. Again, that time between P1 and P2 is dropping. It's dropping fast. But Moto is really going to have to pit soon. I think he might pit the next lap. I don't know what he's doing, but he's really going to find issues. It's in the 2, but we have 3. And we're looking at the penalties as well. Since the Darius makes the move Albert, but Albert makes the move on Paris. I don't know how to do it. We can't do it with defenseless after him and Remus. Remus has been sacked with overtake. The content tonight has not been much. He's in currently P4. This is the last of the particularly good move. Oh no, I think there you go. Oh no! Resonator's gone off. That is compound tires that are due to generator Bradley. You don't even have to overtake, so he's going to feel for a little clean air. Back of motor, it's all this, it's so across. So now, 100% strong, he's had a couple of spins. Clearly electric inside is not great. They don't Remus because the pit, so he's obviously found 22 laps of our compound tires, which was a private anyone inside. He's had a front wing, so he's had a bit of an off. Such a shame, really, I think he still goes P5, which I think he does that still fly. The last corner, there's a Nugo zone, so Wesley has that again, he makes the move. That's the second move that we've seen out of the bridge to actually overtake. A bit spinning for me, and he's retired. I think he'll be another one like Toro. I don't think he's happy to fire well. And yeah, he's not happy with the time management. So this guy that he's not able to cover, he continues to live 13 laps. The real treat for him. Albert and Agent still making moves, they're still in side by side. Something to do with his very colours, so it's a shame for him. Having issues with the gear today, which I hope I have the outcome in. Silverstone is currently, I don't really like how Silverstone is. If they go for this new agent, and out there, I think that was one of the new agent. That was really good teamwork. It's not good teamwork from the both of the Ferraris. Oh no, it's just one going to the pit for them. That's the point or not? So, oh. 15 laps apart. those times. I think I'll be looking into this as well. Remus is on the right behind Orange and Transport, but white sprint high. You do have looked at the silver still in the mix around 5. Maybe I might again, if you didn't want to start the tail, this is I think Silverstone's going to be an issue as Al makes the move again on Agent, as Agent looks down to the inside. That's contact. The outer Agent again, not convincing. Again, it was a ball move by Agent. And she just goes to 10. Automotive fastest time over 169. That's quite some time for him. Yeah, there you go. He goes a bit late again. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone from P5 and he's just gone. I know they're going to shot the cover, but he's gone. I don't know what's going on with him. My goodness. That is huge. That's going to motivate up into P4, but he's going to have no chance. But now, as I know Remus would have had to fight the podium, it's going to be really nice. He's going to need a P2. That'll be going to the pits. Obviously, that's going to be different between him. And I think he might go into another set of mediums. Which I think fireworks, I think he does. Yeah, he does. There's an okay stop from him. My goodness. So Bradley comes out into P3. I'm not too sure who that is. So I think Remus is... Alright, Remus will be the back of Travis are going slow. On the airplane was to the timing of the class. But for the timers, no actual public DRL. Behind us because there's more crashes. I'm not going to tell you the shit thing. It's the real issue. Oh, I think it's just Nico is high due to other issues to his ear. Come across again, I don't know what happens to him. It really has been an issue with Remus saying that really is going completely to the round, is trying to dislike Remus, trying to get into that area. And she got like a time. I think Agent has been lapped. It is shame for her. The first lap of the game. I don't know if we're going to stick into the game. It might be interesting. These are stops towards the pit again. Luckily, we've had just streamline racing, but maybe a scene that I know is super good. The roads are quite further ahead. It is quite hard for to really able to be far as was up in those pits. But also he will keep the lead for that. Obviously, the other drivers. Oh, Russell has snapped. He's the rear again, as you mentioned there, with the rear tire and just the rear now. He's going to be the issue for the half of his drivers. Now, I think we have a couple of lines. Nice. Bradley goes quicker, so he is punting. Now I think that Remus and Nero, they are looking at the win without pit. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Without pit again if they want to remain in the lead. They want to try and win, but I think with how the tyre is going recently, how unhappy the drivers are, you're gonna have to pit again. This kind of screen should universe and now thinking of. So realistically, I think we want 22 seconds in the pit lane. So Mojo, if you want to try and make a move on the leaders all even, you can have a bit of pace. If you want to try and go even quicker and try and make off the podium position. Yes, the UK is still of course is faster than on the circuit. Which is a shame, but they do usually is most of the case. You will have some differences to play out, but even if the record is all over the place, it's not consistent. But the top can be consistent, which is why people like Neil in this Bradley, those are your usual top to podium positions. So it can be a bit boring, but something you might do. It can be to the machine, sometimes it will create something. So that's really something you know he's going to win, but today you think Toro might have won, but we do have some contenders for winners. That will win this award. Maybe we go yesterday, especially when we got pole position yesterday, but he's going to get that lead today, and I think it's once again. This is looking for a good thing to manage, but he's going to take a position again tomorrow. If he is into silver, he can get pole, but he's going to have to try and tweak the setup a little bit in the race and manage his setup. He really is going to have to sort of set his timeline off, which is going to have to learn and manage it. There we go. There's minutes. He's going to have to make a pace, he's going to have to make a movement. He's going to have to make more than a second per lap if he's going to have to try and catch these two up. And that's the difference, is I think Martin once said. Had it realigned recently. There's one thing to shot. There's also another thing to imitate. It's not. So I think even though he was quick in the first ones, but I think Bradley is quick in the overall lap in the second and third. He's really easy to manage. You can see that he's each other pull up a little bit. They've actually just straight lines. We're staying around about your 6th. Not surprised at all, but it is what it is. Looking up into the pit. Start lap 31. And that hit. I think really was the that's the guy. I think it is. I think injury is pointing all those that's got it back. That might put Reeves on. As the Ferrari just spin a little bit. I'm not too sure if that has the muffins or the full muffins. But as we can see the complete difference between the Ferrari and the two companies, it's the speed difference, it's the stick and the tyre wear that they've got. As you can see, the management have got the same line. Realistically, you should have twice a compromise. Oh, this is a really penalties will now be a keeping out at this stage of the race. Albert is looking at me when he has the bits of paper now to press off the pencil. Shoot the hair. I think vision of it is that one that's much clear. There you go. This is very. Yulu has not spelled on that point of two. I think it needs to be something of that. Automatic level 5, he's going to stay from 4, so it's going to be good, absolutely good and clean. Albert's got slipped to this last. Have a quick look to the 18 version. That's quite a lot. There's a lot of matter, no wet matter. Good. First got slipped, no matter much to him. Same with Wesley, he's got 71 much to him. Richard picks the middle edge. He's at 21, as I do say, it's a 43. 21 is a lot. Around here, but I'm surprised usually if you want to add Austria. Remus, they are getting of a punch-out. This look we did have Automoto going into the it's just it is a shame, but we did have the place. We had to get to the champion at least when we had to jump through. Cornelia is the client's choice. Admissions were first asked in the first bit. But we hope this have nothing which is more often chicken out. That's a yellow flag there, the back, I think that's even his spam. He has no rubbery. Actually, well, actually, no, my friend, it's really gold blue. So now I'm not first. He does it to a friend. He can't really just smoking point. Just for the drivers at this stage, they're not invited to quick the same effect as us. But again, with a few laps to go, he's not doing a lot. As much as today that I think he only he just needs to keep it on the track, and that'll be a winner. I'm not too sure if he won on yesterday. Let me have a quick look to see if he did. I'm not sure about it. What? Goodness. They are on the way. It's not far removed. Right, so this is really hard. Into the open pole and still in first. So no guy, right? It's still not huge issue for these two guys. It's not going to be so big moments. Because they need to take it just away from the stadium. Into the final corner of the circuit. Automatic is the technical time down, so again, it won't matter much to him. So there, even if we did, at this stage, maybe cut across the huge part of the stadium for 10 seconds, I think at this stage it doesn't really matter to him, so it's like, well, there is about 40 seconds behind. Obviously, we won't want to space for the circuit, but it is what it is. Okay. News on Paris now, but not really now there's a motor. Again, to be fair, I don't think the motor was wise. I don't think the boy would match it to him. Lewis is getting a lot closer, but he's still having all his issues. I'm afraid I've got the other control. shield. A bit of damage going as we now enter the last lap. Around is the city. I don't think Nilo managed to 3 seconds of Nilo for the win. But Nilo, I think, will stay into P1. It's just going to put into cruise, just going to cruise up to the line. Obviously, there's a bit of action, but it's just going to get to a floor, even though he didn't have to. 21 laps, there you go, they managed to do it perfectly. That was how to do a one stop around that. We managed to do wonders. I think it's having an issue. Maybe it's because there's no shame for him, but I think they still got P5 or better. Here we go, continuing through the slow push. You can hear the fireworks. The fireworks after playing. There you go, nearly out of power for finishing strong and that's it. P1. He's having issues with his moving power. He just spins and loses the rate and finishes P3. As your bowling positions, as needed drivers are finishing. My goodness. Very well left the session. I think he's left the session a little bit too early. Well, I think the real winner here is nearly the names for another good one, but they give us a really cool 5. It's just doing one spot, which I think is more possible. Yeah, I'm going to resume too fast, so I don't know what's gone on with Moto. But yeah, I think that was a very interesting race. There is your race winner, Nilo. Nilo is your race winner. That was such a good race for him. He started P1, he managed to finish P1. Mimas, P2, started P2, finished P2 again. Managed to do some great fights with Nilo. Bradley ended up in P3 again. He did quite good strategies. I don't think 2-stopper kind of worked. He could do a 1-stop. Brendan up to P4. I still don't know why Moto retired when he did. Was it up to P5 again? I don't know if that will stick or not with Moto finishing and leaving even when the session was still going on. Darius P7. How about P8, Agent, and P9? Your 4 retirements was Agent, was Connor Cross, Nico Sun, Toro, and Martin. And Martin, I even think he did. I think he did about 1 lap, 2 laps, which is a shame for the Cadillacs. But I think both the Cadillacs, as painful as it might say, I think they might have had a fire issue with their brakes, like they did in Austria. If people did watch the Austria race. But yeah, that was quite some time of a race. But now it's time for the interviews for your podium here in Mexico. So we do have Bradley here, but we are going to wait for Remus to join because we are looking for all 3 of our podium sitters. I don't think Nilo will join. So, I haven't decided Bradley yet. I'll still wait for Remus. I think we're gonna wait for Remus first. my friends will join us, and I'm nearly wrong. So I think we'll start with Bradley. P3 sits out. My goodness, Bradley, that was some race from you.
Yeah, it was a good race from me, I think. I'm a bit frustrated actually because um, I think I would have won the race if I actually knew what the strategy was. Um, I've not even because I've been away for work and I've come back literally yesterday. I've had no practice, um, and then managed to nearly win the race. If I knew what the strategy was, like I say, I didn't even realise a one stop was possible. So fair play to um, Nilu and stuff who got it done. But at least I know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Yeah, I think for me, from the commentary box, I didn't even think that what the one stop would be possible. I thought the two stop was just about as straight as you could tile there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think obviously you did say looking for tomorrow that you are going to do it, and I think it is a good idea to do. But I think tire overall, how of an issue was it for you?
Um, I think in terms of my actual overall performance, I think I did all right. I stayed safe on curbs. I didn't try to push too much to get warnings because I thought, well, at the start of the race, I thought that we was all on the same strategy, other than me and Connor on hards, and everyone was gonna do a two stop. So I thought, well, I think because the track's quite hard to keep it within the white lines, I thought me not having a penalty could win me the race at the end. So I just played all race quite safe in terms of doing that and trying to save tyres and stuff at the same time. And then I pit the last time onto mediums, and I thought, right, they're going to pit within the next couple of laps, and then it just never happened. So I was just trying to push like crazy at the end, but it just didn't work.
Yeah, obviously you said something about playing it safe with the penalties as well. I think that was another key thing around Mexico City. So about near enough more half of the grid picked up penalties. So I think you playing it safe really did do good well with that. I think it was a good strategy to do.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. I do agree.
Yeah, obviously we are going to have another race tomorrow around Mexico City. But whatever next week, we're going on to Silverstone. Obviously, you've had a good run with this year's car. Do you think you can manage to keep it up in Silverstone next week?
I think so. That's the hope and plan. I do like Silverstone.
That's good. So, do you think you manage to maybe get a win this time in Silverstone next week?
That's the plan. I'm going to make sure I study the strategy and everything first before I jump in the car. So hopefully, yeah.
So, too, it brings a lot of action as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is your P3, and sadly, the only podium sitter we have in the interview box. But, ladies and gentlemen, please join in for us tomorrow at the same time for Mexico City for Sunday. But that is goodbye from me and goodbye from Bradley as well.